today.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A first carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
That's a big letdown defensively. They had him stop behind the line, but the face mask going to bail the offense out.
And the hand does not have to be up there for too long. Just a little bit of a grab is going to be enough to get the call and the 15 yards against it.
Now he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now Wilson.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 55 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
And they'll run the end around here with Judy. And Judy's going to have a Broncos first down as he'll take this down to the 22-yard line.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
Got his man, it's Dulcich.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. Here's Wilson to throw. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score. Drive that time of 6 plays.
And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Throwing to start the drive. Sharp.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
3.5 to go, first quarter. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And Sanders has got it complete.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Baron Browning in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down at 17.
The throw over the middle taken in.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On first down, Sharp. And his throw is incomplete.
The Panthers at 8-4 now in the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
They'll look to throw again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Chuba Hubbard,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the Panthers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. 7-7, our score after 1.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
Brian Burns in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a little spin cycle, room to run now. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. On 1st and 10, Sharp being chased out left.
Thrown across the field, and that will easily be intercepted. Inside the 10.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception. Sharp escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Sharp. Throw left side on target to Thielen. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. On the draw, here's Sanders, and he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Sharp. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Baron Browning. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Throwing again. Sharp. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Sharp. He'll find Thielen working the middle. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Sharp. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Bronco defense comes up big. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
The give is to McLaughlin.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here's 2nd and 7.
To throw is Wilson.
On the slant, completes to Sutton.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson.
Out route complete to Dulcich.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Throwing on first down. Sharp, short throw underneath to Hurst. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it's second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
Down the sideline he goes.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
His throw incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Steps away to his left. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, Sharp.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Rifling one complete into the hands of Marshall.
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Adam Thielen from 3 yards out.
And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. Wilson, he throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. 2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter action in Denver. And they'll bring Judy in motion right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Sutton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards. Now Wilson.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field.
And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Jerry Jeudy,
57 yards.
And the Broncos get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Now a dump off here complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Sanders is in. Touchdown, Carolina. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On the handoff, McLaughlin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A carry from McLaughlin. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on third down. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. Wilson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit.
Touchdown, Broncos! Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
He'll air one out deep for Mingo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Here now a 3rd down and 8. On the ground, here's McLaughlin. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker.
Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error.
And this will be caught at the 30.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 30. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review, and this being inside 2 minutes of play. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw. Sharp. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses.
Today, it's the National Football League. It's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Sharp. Short throw underneath to Hurst. The numbers for him from a week ago. 5 catches, 65 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Sharp. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, Sharp. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 5. Now it's Lynch. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Lynch to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. Sharp. Again, that's Hurst. And out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Flushed out right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Sharp, eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down. It's a gain of 7 on 4th and 4. Looking to throw. Sharp. Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Sharp. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Sharp. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. These two teams getting a couple of late-season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 12. And it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa. This one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway, but the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's 3rd down. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Being chased out left. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. On the move to his left. Oh, what a move. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incomplete.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. On 3rd down, Lynch. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Sharp. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Sharp forced out to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. Off the play fake. Sharp rolling to his right. This one into the hands of Thielen. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. An explosive 38-yard pickup. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Lynch now throwing on 3rd. That is caught and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Throwing, Lynch. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 2nd down, here's Lynch. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now Lynch. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. He's on his way. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's Lynch. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Sharp. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Sharp. That's the tight end Hurst with it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's 3rd and a few inches. They'll look to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before break. Sharp. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. So, all right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
First down, here's White. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now Lynch. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Throwing here, Lynch on first down. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Lynch. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. From the red zone now, here's Lynch on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On second down, they'll run with White. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now Lynch to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. They'll run for it. This is White. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. White. will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's the first involvement on the ground for the backup running back. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
This fielded right at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Sharp. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Steps away to his left.
Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Sharp. This is caught. Touchdown. Adam Thielen. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Opting to run again here with White.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
To throw is Lynch.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Open man has got it. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now back to the ground game with White. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They run straight ahead here with White. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Here's 3rd down at 5.
Now a handoff up the middle. Kemp.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
We see this a lot of... and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So now the Panthers down 28-21, 24 seconds to go. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Oh, and that is incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate.